Mr. Zhang, a 32-year-old resident of Xinmi, has been under pressure from his family to settle down and get married. Hoping to give it a try, he signed up as a member on an online dating platform called Waymo. Shortly after, female users from the platform began sending him friend requests.
他那你注册了登上去，他就自动就会有人就是跟你聊嘛。刚开始那聊天反正是也不要钱，后来聊天都要钱。
O Sr. Jong discu, para conversar na plataforma, era necessário usar moedas de oro. Embora a plataforma tenha dado algumas moedas no momento do registro, após algumas conversas, aparecia uma mensagem dizendo que as moedas tinham acabado e que era necessário recarregar. Pensando na docura e gentileza das usuárias do outro lado da tela, e como o valor inicial da recarga não era tão caro, o Sr. Jong recargou 98 yuans e continuou a conversar.
跟那女的刚开始聊的也比较感觉可以，然后就网上冲的还有，那后边那上面干啥都要金币，你给他说话也要金币，和视频要的多。
As the relationship heated up, Mr. Zhang began making voice and video calls with the user, which caused the gold coins to run out more quickly. During the conversations, Mr. Zhang suggested meeting up or asking for contact information several times, but the user always refused, using the platform's rules as an excuse. She said that it was necessary to recharge and send gifts to increase intimacy before more features could gradually be unlocked. Mr. Zhang sent gifts for a while, but he realized that no matter how much he invested, the other party always found excuses to avoid it.
一共充加刷礼物不到1万块钱，9000多吧。要不就是说这两天不方便，家里有事儿。那么那后来嘛，那后来他说家里有事，刚开始说的都是那亲密度没达到，钱都充进去了，充了那么多，快1万块钱了，他就一直推。那后来不给他刷礼物，给他说话，他也不回我。
At this moment, Mr. Zhang realized that he might have been deceived and went to the local police station for help. After receiving the case, the police registered on the platform as a male user. As soon as they entered the platform, more than a dozen users sent greetings, and the user who had been conversing with Mr. Zhang was also among them.
所有的女性用户是可以自己，女聊手是可以自己设定这个聊天的费用。 可以设置一个金币的金额，所有的男用户呢，在这个里边是要进行这个所有的聊天都是要进行付费。
During the investigation, the police discovered that this user was just one of many chatters on the dating platform. These chatters were directly recruited by the platform's operator and were managed by the guild leaders. The real name of this user is Ding. During the case investigation, the police found that there were many chatters like Ding on the dating platform. They belonged to different guilds, and Ding's superior, Su, was one of the main members of the entire online fraud gang. According to the suspect Su, there were nearly 10 guild leaders on the platform, and he was just one of them. The guild leaders were responsible for recruiting and managing the chatters and training them in conversation techniques. According to him, at the peak of his guild, the number of chatters reached nearly 100. Their main task was to induce male users to recharge and spend money on the platform.
在直播行业，很多人气网络主播的背后，直播工会都起着很大的作用。所谓直播工会，相当于是网络主播的经纪公司，负责招募、培训以及管理和推广主播。在调查过程中，警方发现这名女用户仅是该交友平台众多的女聊手之一。那么这些女聊手都是由平台运营方直接招募，均受工会长的管理。
During the process of committing the crime, the suspects were responsible for frequently persuading the victims to recharge. As soon as the victims insisted on meeting and it was no longer possible to postpone, the chatters would immediately block them. The behavior of this gang already constituted fraud. After gathering several pieces of evidence, the police immediately went to the location of the suspicious platform company in Yantai, Shandong, and arrested the gang members all at once. Get up, hands on your head, put everything you're holding down, put the phones here. Everyone, take your hands off the table and lean against the wall, lean against the glass. This is how the police dismantled a large online dating fraud ring. At the time of the operation, the criminals were caught by surprise and arrested. During the interrogation, the police were able to clarify how the network operated, revealing the methods used by the suspects to deceive their victims. Among the members of the gang were the conversers, some experienced, others new. The new recruits were trained by guild leaders before being put into action, learning specific persuasion techniques. The goal was simple: to lure male victims into the trap. The police explained that the dating platform called Waymo was officially launched in May 2024, and soon its employees began operating using tactics already employed on other live streaming and chat sites. When they switched to a new platform, they can earn more commissions, the police said. The sector was full of conversers who, as soon as male users registered, made the first contact. They pretended to share similar interests and experiences to establish an emotional connection, gradually getting closer and deepening the conversation. The platform had gold coins, but only a limited number were offered for free. To continue interacting with their preferred woman, victims were persuaded to recharge their accounts, purchasing more coins. At this point, the conversers began suggesting more expensive options like voice and video calls. That intimacy didn't actually exist. It was just an excuse. They said that to increase intimacy, users had to keep spending, the police revealed. Each recharge allowed users to purchase gold coins, but as the investigation revealed, the platform's exchange rate was 110, meaning each yuan invested earned 10 gold coins. However, the earnings didn't go solely to the conversers. They kept 40% of the money spent. Guild leaders kept 18%, and the remaining 40% went to the platform. Sending gifts was also a way to increase intimacy. Each gift had a different value in gold coins, and the more gifts were sent, the more intimacy seemed to grow, the police explained. Victims, unaware they were being manipulated, continued to spend. When victims asked for the phone number, the conversers demanded that they pay according to their financial capacity and level of intimacy. They insisted that victims recharge even more to gradually unlock the phone number. According to the data collected by the police, from the platform's launch to the operation that dismantled the gang in July, the platform had already made over 10 million yuan. Between May and July 2024, the platform had more than 160,000 registered users and generated more than 12 million yuan in revenue. Guild leaders earned an average of over 200,000 yuan per month, while the conversers earned about 10,000 yuan per month. The police operation was intense. We organized over 180 officers, formed 16 capture teams, and traveled to several provinces like Guangdong, Guangxi, Fujian, Hunan, among others, to carry out the operation, the police stated. In total, 520 suspects were arrested, over 80 mobile phones and computers were seized, and more than 2 million yuan linked to the case were frozen. What is your opinion on what happened? Do you believe frauds like this are common on online dating platforms? Share your thoughts in the comments.
Hello, everyone. I have a friend who's been feeling especially lonely and cold lately. His family keeps pressuring him to get married. But in reality, he doesn't know many friends of the opposite sex. So he decided to put his hopes in dating platforms. Recently, he saw that a certain dating app is really popular. So he decided to give it a try. Guess what happened? With his appearance, which is more like a mix of gold and bronze, he actually had countless women start chatting with him. So today, I also decided to try my luck, to see if I can find someone. For all the single people watching this, don't swipe away. There's a surprise at the end. Through a friend, we downloaded the app. And guess what? It has more than 200 million downloads. I created an account. Tried to make myself look a bit cooler. I named myself Old Wang from next door. Who thinks women would like this kind of guy? Press 1. Who doesn't like it? Press 2. Account set up. Entered the app. And guess what? Being good-looking really helps you be popular. Look at all these women starting to chat with me. Some Cantonese phrases not translated here. Okay, what's going on here? Why can't I send messages after chatting for a bit? I need to recharge my coins. Ah, so you have to pay to chat. He? Let me check. It seems each message costs 8 coins. If I pay 8 yuan, I get 130 coins. 130 divided by 8 equals 16. Wow, with 8 yuan, I can only send 16 messages. That's 50 cents per message. This charge is not just expensive, it's absurd. Bro, even Wang Xikong wouldn't dare to flirt here. Do you think those women are robots? Pretending to chat with me to trick me into spending more money? To figure out the trick, I had a brilliant idea. I would create a female account to see if women also need to pay to chat. And that's exactly what I did. I used a photo of my friend to create the female account. And something interesting happened. The system started recommending the newly registered users to me. All I had to do was chat with them to earn 0.18 points. And the women don't have to pay to chat. They can chat as much as they want. The points can be exchanged for cash, and in no time, I had 50 points. Look, now I can exchange them for 5 yuan. So those women weren't robots. They were there to make money. Haha. Look here. Every time I sent a message, I earned 1.1 points. Whenever a new man registered, the system recommended them to me. And to make money, it doesn't matter how ugly he is. As long as I guide him to keep chatting with me, I make money. Now I get the whole trick. If you're looking for someone there, forget it. First, you don't even know if the person is a man or a woman. Second, everyone chatting is there to make money. There are plenty of apps like this on the market. So, guys, whenever you come across one of those apps where you need to pay to chat, report it. I hope this video helps you. And I wish all you single people out there find someone soon. Don't forget to like, follow, and share.
When you're getting along well with a girl, but she doesn't want to meet you, there are usually a few reasons. First, it could be because she's talking to other people at the same time, and you're just one of them. Second, her life is very busy. She's often traveling or socializing, and doesn't have time to focus on you. In these two cases, the truth is the problem lies in your lack of attraction. So, what should you do? There are two solutions. One is to improve your own attraction. What attraction is and how to increase it, I'll explain in the next video. The second is to take a more decisive approach. You can say something like, I feel like you're not really interested in meeting me. By doing this, she'll feel like you're about to give up. If she still has some interest in you, she might put other things aside to meet you. But, if she keeps insisting on not meeting, then it's time to move on. There's also a more special reason. She might be unwilling to meet you due to low self-esteem. Maybe she looks great in photos, but in person, she's not as impressive. So she feels insecure, living behind a beauty filter. In this situation, you just need to give her a little encouragement, and she'll be willing to meet you. But everyone should understand. The root of everything is that you don't have enough attraction.
哈喽，这个李新亚豆，咱们书接上文。我在以前的视频中测试
Hello.
过。
Hello everyone. This is Xiao Dou. Let's pick up where we left off. In my previous videos, I've tested a lot of dating apps. Today, I'll be revealing the money-making tactics of some female users on certain dating apps. Alright. Please, begin your performance. But before that, let's first talk about a dating app that starts with an S. This dating app is really, really good. It should be the top tier of dating apps in China, because most of its features are free. But the female users on there are very cold. I really like browsing the moments. If a male user posts a moment, basically no one replies. But if a female user posts a moment, there will be lots of comments like, beautiful, or can we private chat? I'm puzzled. If you want to private chat, just do it. Why leave a comment first? If it's a woman, and she posts a photo, it's even crazier. Below the post, you'll see comments like, hello beautiful. Do you want to see my abs? I'm very puzzled. Why do you think a lot of beautiful women would like to see abs? If you have the guts, take off your pants. You're so bad, laughs. I love it. But I personally really enjoy browsing the moments on this platform. I remember there was a moment posted by a girl. The content was, "What's been bothering you lately?" Then a guy replied, "My current trouble is that I don't know what style to decorate my newly bought house. And I'm not sure whether parking in this neighborhood is convenient." That's a master at work. So talented, laughs. This dating app starting with an S is still very good. But some male users, can you stop acting like old perverts? Now let's get to the main content of today's video. You must have seen ads for this kind of dating app. How long has it been since you last went on a date with a woman? Come here to experience the feeling of a good-looking man and woman. No need to add friends. You can chat directly. If the conversation goes well, the distance between both can get closer. Click the link below to chat with us. The ad says here, it's always the woman chasing the man. But on that app, the women are really cold. Why do they suddenly become more open on another app? Let's talk about the mechanisms of these apps. The mechanism is this. For men to chat, they need to pay. A message costs around 0.1 to 1 yuan. And the women who chat with you earn money. They make half of what you spend. These money-making women are collectively called chat hosts, which means people who earn money by chatting. Nice. Moreover, the review mechanisms of some platforms are especially loose. Male users only need a phone number, while female users can easily lend their accounts to others. So the one chatting with you might not be a beautiful woman. It might actually be a big, rough man who's worse than you. Now, let's talk about the money-making tactics of some female chat hosts. You need to know that these apps have very few male users, especially those willing to spend money. So some female users, right from the start, chat very suggestively, or send you a very cool picture. But if you switch accounts, you'll find that they say exactly the same thing. And their requirement is, don't meet in real life. Just keep chatting. Tactic 2. When you're deeply engaged in the chat, the female host will ask you, "Hey, do you want to see what I look like?" At this point, you really want to video chat. But I'll tell you, if you click to video chat, it's going to cost you 2 to 10 yuan. You might say, it's just a few yuan. But let me tell you clearly, it's a few yuan per minute. You'll say, "Sister, you're so beautiful." Yes, she is beautiful. But you also look great when you recharge. Chatting costs money. Video chatting costs money. So, is there any way to avoid paying? Of course. There are 2 ways. First, let them follow you. But think about it. That cuts off their source of income. So they won't follow you. The second method is chatting in a group. But the group admin is really enthusiastic. He'll help match you up. After matching you, you'll be asked to send gifts. But there's an unwritten rule. You can't send gifts privately. Only in the group. If you see others sending gifts in the group, how can you not send gifts to your match? And if others see you sending gifts, they will start sending gifts as well. It becomes an extravagant game. A duel on the battlefield, laughs. That was tactic 3. Tactic 4. Now, many dating apps have live streaming. Your match is going to stream live. Can you not support them? They'll ask you to send gifts. There are 2 reasons for this. One is to show off their love. The other is to show off your skills. At this point, you'll be forced to send gifts. Tactic dance is much more sophisticated. Now, many female chat hosts have teams. They have someone who sings with them. And they'll tell you, "Hey, tonight I'm going live. You don't need to recharge. Just help me increase my popularity." You'll think, she's so considerate. But when you enter the live stream, shortly after, her partner will appear and ask, "How about a PK with my goddess?" If your goddess agrees, the competition starts. Brothers, give me some votes. What will you do? Can you even see your goddess face? Absolutely not. So, what should you do? Of course, follow the votes. Hey, you really are a scammer. These are basically the money-making tactics of some female chat hosts. But there's also another black market chain. Almost all dating apps have female users who openly set prices. You know what I mean. At first, they'll chat with you about some sensitive topics, get you all worked up, then give you a QQ number. So you add that number. If you're curious and add the QQ, they'll add you to a group, where the group admin will tell you to download a dating app, and show you how to use it. But once you've listened, you'll realize it's not a dating app. It's just a disguised escort app. I've never seen such shameless people before. So everyone, Make sure to download the National Anti-Scam app. If a stranger asks you to download an unknown app, don't do it. Say no to yellow, gambling, and drugs. Start with ourselves.
Hello， 大家好，我是原来
Hello. Hi everyone. I used to be the unreasonable goddess. Recently my health hasn't been too good. So I remembered something I jokingly said yesterday. I posted something on an app. I said you asked me if I've ever cheated? I'll tell you I've never cheated. I just forgot to break up first. A lot of people started commenting. Honestly, I really think that. How can I put it, maybe I'm a bit rigid. I don't usually play games. Or use a lot of apps. A few days ago I was surprised. Seeing our colleagues from the front desk. Each of them had several apps. Social media apps. I asked them how things were. And asked how she met her boyfriend. She said she met him on the Century Jiayuan site. And they've been together for 2 years. She's also a doctor. And makes more than 20,000 a month. Overall a good situation. Then I thought. While I was scrolling through Douyin. I kept thinking. I'll download it too. After downloading. When I talked to a colleague the other day. I realized how behind I am. People already have 2 or 3. Some even more. And they get fruits delivered every day. A few days ago my throat was sore. But I didn't have a fever. The day before my throat hurt. And he gave the sister of his social media friend. Fruits like loquat, watermelon, banana, orange. And those rose grapes. I remember my husband bought one of these for our child. A bag with about 70 or 80. He really spent. It seems like the market is really booming. We can't get stuck in just one area.
I honestly can't understand the logic behind someone in a stable mental condition believing they'll find a prince or princess on a dating app. It's such an absurd idea that it's almost funny, but at the same time, it's terrifying, especially in China, where these apps take things to a bizarre level. You actually have to top up credits just to talk to someone. How is it possible that so many people still fall for such obvious scams? All it would take is a bit of reasoning to see the issue. First, what real incentive do these apps have to help you find someone who matches your values and interests? The truth is, they don't want you to find anyone. If they genuinely helped you, they'd essentially be destroying their own business model. Why would they want to lose a paying customer so easily? These apps are designed to create a cycle of frustration that keeps you coming back and spending more money. But the scams don't stop there. Beyond trapping you in this cycle, there's also the risk of interacting with people who aren't even real. There are men pretending to be women, fake profiles, and even bots programmed to extract more money from you. It's like a psychological game where the only goal is to keep you paying. The most surreal part is that, during my research, I came across countless videos on Chinese platforms showing men falling victim to these schemes. Many report losing huge amounts of money, and the pattern is always the same: empty promises and emotional manipulation. This leads to another question. What's the true purpose of people using these apps? Do they genuinely believe they'll find love, or do they go in knowing it's just something quick and superficial? It's undeniable that most young people on these platforms are only looking for something fast and physical. This makes it even harder to understand those who use these apps with serious intentions. So, the question is, do you think it makes any sense to use this kind of app? From your perspective, is there any logic in investing time and money in this? Share your thoughts in the comments because I'm genuinely curious to hear other points of view. If you like this video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and I'll see you in the next video.